back, everyone. We've all heard the stories about the shortage of K through 12 teachers, but now we're going to talk to an education leader who says the situation is even more critical in the field of special education. So Amy Jacobson is the director of the University of North Dakota's Special Education Resident Teacher Program. That's a long one. And she's going to tell us how higher ed has been paying attention and coming up with innovative ways to boost those teacher numbers. So good morning, Amy.
Good morning.
Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So I understand the Special Education Resident Teacher Program has been around a while. Can you tell us a little bit about its history and how you're helping to put more specialized teachers in our schools?
Absolutely. So we are actually celebrating our 25th anniversary this year.
Yeah.
And we're a smaller program within our larger master's program in special education at UND. Our purpose is to recruit, train, and retain special education teachers across the state of North Dakota. So resident teachers are placed across schools, like I said, and then they complete a year-long internship where they work as a resident teacher alongside a special education teacher.
Wow, okay, so a year-long internship, that's quite a commitment for both the college students and the public schools involved. How do you make that work?
Right, so like I said, we have partners across the state of North Dakota in various schools, and they go to grad school full-time, and then they teach in the public school full-time.
Okay.
And then they are provided mentorship from a building mentor who's a veteran special education teacher in the building, and then also a mentor from UND. So they're provided layered mentorship along the entire way.
Yeah, all right, wonderful. So, and what other ways do the public schools and students benefit?
Right, so our students, our graduate students are learning the most innovative new ways, to reach different learners.
Yeah.
And so they're bringing that back to the schools. But then the schools get a teacher because there's such a critical shortage of special education teachers. And then the candidates, the resident teachers, get salary and scholarship money to use towards tuition. And I always say the biggest benefit of the program is that layered mentorship and that year-long internship. So those are the benefits.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's all about the connections also when you're kind of in that situation. It just sounds like a win-win either way.
Right.
So we love that. We had past guests on talking about UND's Office of Teacher Recruitment and Retention. How else is UND getting creative to train the right kind of teachers who can make a real difference for the students who might need that extra attention?
Right, so like I said, the resident teacher program is a graduate level program, so students must have earned their undergraduate degree.
Okay.
But we also have, and it's another mouthful, but it's the Accelerated Bachelor's of General Studies and Master's of Education in Special Ed.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, and it's an accelerated program where candidates who don't have a previously earned undergraduate degree can come and finish their bachelor's and then go right into their master's degree in an accelerated time frame. And then this is a stepping stone into the resident teacher program.
Okay.
So it's UND's para to teacher pathway, but we don't just recruit para educators. We can also recruit high school students or just really anybody else who's interested in becoming a special ed teacher that doesn't already have an earned undergraduate degree. And it's all done in an accelerated time frame, so they can finish in a pretty quick turnaround time.
Yeah, I love that. So what do you think is the most beneficial of these programs?
Right, I think that the hands-on experiences, so they learn things in the class, and our program is 100% online, so they learn it in their classes, and then they implement it the next day at school. So I think that's the most beneficial piece of the resident teacher program. We've trained over 500 teachers, resident teachers, throughout our 25-year history, so we've been doing this a long time, so we know what we're doing.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, so if anyone's out there interested about these programs, how can they get in touch and where do they go?
Right, so you could go visit und.edu, and then you could search just the special education programs, and we'll pop up that way. Or probably just an easier way to do it is just email me directly at amy.jacobson@und.edu.
All right, perfect. Well, thank you so much for telling us all about that.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we have lots more coming up on today's show. We're getting our brain in shape and learning how to support neural health and functioning. That's up after the break.